Days of our lives say that the small town has never been short of explosive confrontations, and now Kate Roberts and Vivian Alamain are set to ignite yet another firestorm. This time, over Phillip Kuriakis. The last few weeks have left Kate anxious, her instincts telling her that something is amiss. When she pushes open the door to Phillip's room, her suspicions are confirmed. Standing before her, in all her grandeur and menace, is Vivian Alamain. The air in the room seems to freeze as Kate's eyes narrow, assessing the woman who has been a thorn in her side for decades. Vivian, poised and unapologetically confident, meets her glare with an arched brow. This is not just a chance meeting but the collision of two powerhouses, each with their own agendas and histories. Vivian, Kate hisses, her voice laced with fury and disbelief. The last thing she expected was to find the infamous Vivian in her son's private quarters. She immediately concludes that nothing good can come from this. Her mind races through possibilities, none of them favorable. Vivian has a reputation that precedes her. Schemes and chaos are her signature moves. "Ah, Kate," Vivian responds coolly, barely concealing a smirk. "You always did have impeccable timing." There's a glint of mischief in her eyes as she steps forward, the room bristling with tension. Kate wastes no time in accusations. "What have you done to him? What web are you spinning now?" she demands, her voice biting. For Kate, protecting Phillip isn't just a matter of maternal duty. It's about preserving the Kuriakis' legacy, which she has fought tooth and nail for. But Vivian, ever the manipulator, isn't about to let Kate bulldoze her into a confession. "Relax, darling," she purrs. "Phillip and I have simply reached an agreement. A partnership, if you will." This revelation is like a slap to Kate's face. A partnership? With Vivian? Kate feels her blood boil at the thought of her son being manipulated by one of Salem's most devious minds. "You're dragging him into another one of your convoluted plots, aren't you? I won't let you ruin his life." Vivian's expression shifts, taking on a more serious tone. "Phillip is no child, Kate. He knows what he's doing. And if you must know, there's a lot at stake, more than you're willing to admit." She leans in, eyes gleaming with the thrill of holding a card Kate hasn't yet seen. "There's a piece of the Kuriakis' fortune that's ripe for the taking. You could have your share, if you're willing to play nicely, but Kate is nothing if not fiercely loyal to her son, and the thought of a quick payday is of no interest to her when it comes at the price of Phillip's well-being. I'd rather burn the whole empire down than let you slither your way into it," she snaps. Meanwhile, at the Kuriakis' mansion, tensions are brewing of a different kind. Xander Kuriakis, still mourning the loss of Victor and grappling with his shifting position within the family, finds himself talking to Victor's portrait, a habit that has become increasingly common in recent days. His whispered threats and declarations are not just signs of grief but reflections of his volatile temper and ambition. Just as he utters a chilling promise to wipe out any threat to his standing, Phillip strides into the room, eyes narrowed as he overhears Xander's unguarded monologue. The encounter escalates rapidly, the hostility between them tangible. Xander's eyes darken with barely restrained rage, while Phillip's stance is one of provocation, as though daring his cousin to follow through on his threats. "Go on, Xander," Phillip says, a hint of a taunt in his voice. "If you think taking me out is the answer, do it. But be prepared for the fallout. You'd be suspect number one when my body hits the floor." Xander's jaw clenches, every muscle in his body coiled like a spring. The tension crackles as he weighs his options, torn between the urge to lash out and the cold, calculating side that reminds him of the consequences. "You think I'm afraid of prison, Phillip?" Xander's voice is low and dangerous. But Phillip's smirk only widens as he shrugs. "It's not just prison, Xander. It's the Kuriakis' name, the legacy. You ruin that, and you ruin yourself." These latest confrontations are just the prelude to a larger storm brewing in Salem. Thanks for watching, goodbye.